All right, you guys, you can stop doing this and start doing more of this. Welcome to Be Social TV. Today is Monday, July 31st, 2023, which means end of the month. People are going for goals. If you're in network marketing, a lot of times it's like the big rush at the end to rank up. So, whatever you're going for at the end of the month, don't stop till the buzzer ends. Side note, let's talk today very quick. It's going to be a simple Be Social TV on the things you can really stop doing and the things you should start doing more of or continue doing if you've been doing them. And if you are catching this on replay, please let us know that you're catching replay. We have a special event coming up today in 56 minutes. I'm going to be hosting a 3-day lead generation automation event. A lot of people say their biggest problem is they need more leads. Is that you? We're hosting a 3-day event right inside of Social Sales School. So if you're not yet inside of our free Facebook group, Social Sales School for the Woman Entrepreneur, get over there so that you can be part of the 3-day event. It's at 11 a.m. Monday through Wednesday, July 31st through August 2nd, getting leads through automation, leads on autopilot. I'll be teaching you exactly how to find leads, but also to automate those processes. Okay. So if that would be beneficial to you, let me know in the comments that that is something that you need help with. So we just came off of a retreat. And last time I was live with you guys, I actually came live last Monday in my pink robe. It was the end of Ignite or end of it Impact Makers retreat in person. And I had 7 ladies stay the night at my house. And we were talking on Monday before I came live with you guys and after quite a bit that afternoon about some of the things that we are continuing to do that we simply need to stop doing if we're going to grow. Okay. So I'm going to share some of that with you today. Now, Bo Hates in the house. Woo woo. Bo is there. And then there's things we need to start doing. I've been sharing a little bit about it this week. Where is your focus? Okay. And this was part of what we ended up doing as we were ending the retreat. If you're an impact maker, shout out. I ended up sharing some of our notes from our retreat, asking each of the impact makers that were there, what is your key focus? So this is going to be my question. First, before you can decide what you can stop doing and what you can start doing, I got to even know what you're going for. So what is it that you guys are going for? There's Amy, whoop, whoop, impact maker. What is your key goal, your key focus right now? And I'm going to give you some basics, overarching things that everybody can stop doing. But when it comes to the start doing, when it comes to the continue doing, some of these are based on your business goals, right? Now, we're going to be inviting everybody to our next Ignite Your Impact virtual retreat. Starts August 21st. It's going to run August 21st through the 25th. It is a 5-day virtual retreat. For those of you who are not yet in Impact, for those of you who are in Impact and couldn't come to the retreat, for those of you that are in Impact, got to come to the retreat, virtual retreat is all about the right mindset, right? It's about the vision. It's about the leadership qualities that you must have, not just the tactics, not just the strategies, not just the how. A lot of it's the why. And a lot of it is breaking through some of the things that we must stop doing. Hi, Cynthia. So today I want to just give a couple of stops. And this is a big, hard, first one's a hard stop. So type in the comments below, hard stop. So much of this game that we play in business, and you're not alone in this, is a head game, right? It's a mental decision that we're not going to let certain things be our roadblock, okay? Based on what you're going for and what you've been through, it might mean you need a different path. It might mean that you need to take a detour. It might mean that you need to take more of the turtle approach or the tortoise approach when you're watching all these hares rush through the finish line. But one of the things we must do, all of us, is stop using everything that's happened up until now, okay, to be the reason that everything that happens between now and your future isn't going to happen. So, what happens is, and this was a very open and honest conversation, we have these things that have held us back, or lies that people have spoken over us, or things that we've told us are truths, or you've had traumas or experiences or bad experience in business, or an upline that didn't, whatever. And this is your truth up till this point. So now here you are in the present, and we talk in Ignite Your Impact about the gap and the gain. And we look back, and instead of looking backwards in order to see the gain and then continue to move forwards, we look back and we only see the gap. And when we do that, we don't focus forward, right? We get lost then in the past, and we get lost in the hurt. And I do it too. I always am speaking to myself when I share this with you guys. So we must stop. And I shared this in Impact Retreat, and we must consider, who are we bringing this stuff to? Because if I'm your coach, right? If you're the free group, if you're over in Action Takers with Cynthia Height in our membership club, if you're over in CRM automation group with me and Dominique, if you're inside of Evergreen X with me and Erica, if you're inside of Impact Makers, our role in that position with you guys is to say, here's where you are right here. And all this is true. And I might be doing it backwards based on camera. All this is true, but my job, your coach's job, your advisor's job, your teacher, mentor, our job is to help you come from here and move forward, right? If you cannot stop telling yourself all the things that are keeping you from moving forward, it might be, and this is totally okay, it might be time to find some therapy, or it might be time to speak to a professional who can help you through that past. But when you come to class like this, when you come to Ignite, you have to stop living in that past that's keeping you from living in your calling, for going after your dreams. So when you spend time here, right? When you spend time in class with me, when you invest your money in PCAT and our classes and our teaching programs, or you invest your time in listening to this video right now, if you haven't chosen to stop living in the past, I cannot help you start moving forward, deep and heavy. Stop. Now, it doesn't mean ignore it, doesn't mean bury it. It means stop using it as your excuse and make it twist me, okay? And you girls in Impact Retreat, you said it. Take the exact thing that you're identifying as your roadblock, as the reason you can't. And this excuse can become your reason. Do you follow? So type to me in the comments below if you follow, because here's what's going to happen. And here's what's cool. Each one of us is unique. Each one of us has a story. Each one of us has a calling. Each one of us has a vision that maybe somebody needs to help you uncover. You've chosen a vehicle, your network marketing company, the course you've created, the business that you've started, as an impact vehicle. You've chosen that. But sometimes we use all these excuses for why we're not doing the thing we chose to do. And that exact excuse could actually become your reason. So I used to close out my videos, and I still do sometimes, and I say, turn your excuses into your reasons and go take imperfect action. Could you guys do that? Could you stop? And I'm not saying stop telling the story. I'm saying stop using the story as the excuse to not go after what you're going after. Stop using the story as the reason to not do your business, and flip it and start, type in the comments, start using that excuse as a reason to get up and go, as a reason to do it anyway, as a reason, even when life, right? You're going to do it anyway, right? So stop using all the truths that might have been it really happened. Not saying these things didn't happen, but say, how can I use this as a reason, as a fuel? Do you understand? And so we're going to be diving a lot more into that depth inside of Ignite Your Impact Virtual Retreat. Stop using the past as an excuse and find a way to start using it as a fuel, as a fire. Put a fire in the comments. As a fire, as a reason. So here's my stop. Tell me your stop. Here's my stop. I can't do it because I am a mom of little kids. Okay. I can't do it because I'm a single mom. I can't do it because I have a child with special needs. I can't do it because I have a father who I'm starting to move into a different role, right? He needs me differently. I can't do it because my Wi Fi went out. I can't do it because the power went out. I can't do it because I live in a small town. I can't do it because I don't have money. I can't do it because my mom told me I could or couldn't. That's not my truth. My mom always said I could, by the way. I can't do it because someone talked me out of it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And then I go, wait, I can do it. I can choose not to. That's a safe statement. I choose not to, or I choose to because I'm a mom of littles, because I have a special needs child and I want the option to have choice and to have freedom. I can do it and I will do it and I choose to do it because I'm a single mom, because I hold the income, because I don't want to sell my house. I choose to do it because I realize the small thing that made a huge difference for me, network marketing. Somebody speaking into me and saying, "You're a true entrepreneur." Someone speaking into me and saying, "Tell that story." I choose to because that impact that was on me, the Tiffany's that I earned, I choose to because I want someone else to have the impact that I had when someone did it for me. And I want to pay it forward. So even when I keep going, even when the weather stops and the storm takes the umbrella away, some of you have lost. I have a friend, I told you this story last week, who lost her home, you guys, lost her home because a tree fell through it. I was in it this weekend, lost her home. She's homeless. We're bringing her over blankies. Those of you that were at retreat, I recycled all your new hotel bedding over to Erin's house, right? She can decide to stop, but she doesn't really have an option to stop. She's got kids. She's got bills to pay. They got to find a place to live. Put that kind of fire in. So, what do you start doing? You start figuring out, number one, your why, and having a big enough kick in the butt that you're going to even win. And then you start focusing on what really matters. And here's what's hard. And here's why we're going to go into lead gen. We'll have fun with our automation boot camp, whatever you want to call it, at 11 o'clock today. You have to start focusing on the things that are actually going to what? Move the boat faster. So I want you guys to have a screen, right? I want you to have a filter. And we do this inside of Ignite Your Impact. We do this, and it's a huge breakthrough week. And it's a huge evaluation week. And it's not like that little, like, here's a little hack, here's a script, I'm not saying all that fluff isn't fun. Those are not the people I'm speaking to. The people I'm speaking to are the ones that really want to make a massive impact. So it's not about a little hack. It's not about a little trick. It's not about a little whatever, right? It's about what are the things that you must focus on that are the hard and hairy. And Erica, where are you at? The hard, hairy, scary goals. I can't even remember what acronym you used, right? What are the things that we really, really need to go after, right? And what do we need to focus on? So we decide ultimately what matters right now. And the screen or the filter, and y'all can figure out whatever words you guys want to figure out, will it move the boat faster? Okay. So imagine, let's take it out of business world, because if we do it out of business world, we can understand it and then apply. Imagine you want to be an athlete, and right now, or run a marathon, right? And right now you don't. You're like me, haven't worked out in forever, put on 12 pounds over the fall, eating like crap. I'm so out of anything. My knees hurt, all of that. That's my story right now. Currently, if that's going to be a goal, I want to be able to run a marathon. It's important to me. So I have a vision, I have a reason, I have my why. I can see myself crossing the finish line. It matters. When I decide to put my tennis shoes on, the first question I'll ask myself, the activity I'm about to go do, will it move the boat faster? Will it push me toward my marathon goals? Will it move the boat faster? We learned that in Ignite, and Carly, you can correct me. I don't remember if it was a European rowing team where every decision they made, they said, we're not going to do it unless it's going to move the boat faster. So if I'm going to put my tennis shoes on, I'm going to say, okay, my goal is going for a marathon. What is the thing I need to start right now? Okay, I need to stop making excuses. I need to stop sitting on the couch. I need to start putting on my tennis shoes. I've never trained for a marathon, so I'm going to guess I need to start walking. I need to do some smaller runs. I don't know. I'm going to ask an expert, someone who's ran a marathon, what are the things that I need to do first? And what should I do not? What's going to move me closer toward the goal? Is CrossFit going to move me toward crossing the marathon? I don't know. Never ran a marathon. When you guys are doing this in business, apply this theory. You want to rank up, right? You want to NIPS. Type in the comments below NIPS, NIPS. You want to find 10 people every week to impact, 10 new people to impact with your business. You want to have 10 NIPS, newly impacted people. Okay, we'll run with that later. You want to focus on that, but instead, you are, I don't know, creating content, updating your workbook, checking in with customers, which is a really, really great thing. Don't get me wrong, right? You are out there posting in your group. You're out there, I don't know, putting samples on windows. And then we ask, is this actually going to move us forward? Is that going to get me to the 10 faces each week? Is that going to move me toward the goal? Is that the fastest thing that can move the boat faster? Is that the best next step? Or do I need to stop doing all these other things unless I've done the main key hard things first, which is what? New exposures, new conversations. Let's go through the 3 pieces of the funnel. I'll give you your start doing, and then we'll end this so that we can come back at 11. There's 3 pieces to your business, you guys. I talked a lot today in my short video that wasn't short about mindset. Okay. I'm going to remind you 80% of this, just like we started, is a head. 80% of this is a mentality. 80% of this is a decision. 80% of this is you having your breakthrough. 80% of this is you partnering decision with action. And I'm not going to say it's always easy. And I'm not going to say that I don't go through the same hard moments as you a lot. 80% of this isn't about your tactic or your strategy or your post or your branding, right? 80% of this. It's a huge amount. So, first of all, breathe easy. You've been trying to figure out the next thing, right? Now, let's talk about the 20%. Stop playing the head game that tells you you can't. Stop listening to the people who said you're not made for it. You can't do it. Stop listening to that. Put your boundaries up. Put your filter out. Put your white light, whatever y'all want to call it. Ground yourself. Decide. Then let's look at the 20%. Stop letting others tell you what you can't do. Stop letting your dreams sit on yourself. Stop using your excuses as the reason to stop and flip them to your reasons. And then you start the 20%. 20% is so cake. Type in the comments below. That's my thing lately. Cake. It is so cake. If it's cake, that means it's easy. If it's cake, it means you can do it. 20%. Here's your business tactical strategy. 3 things. Give me a 3. You've got to get new leads. Key business task. You must start filling your pipeline. You can call it whatever you want. I do the TLCC. So we take our traffic. This is business, guys. Every business, not just network marketing, not just entrepreneurship, not just writing a course, not just owning a home care agency, not just having a construction business. If you own any business of any kind, you need to bring traffic into your store, into your funnel, right? And you must start getting more leads, more contacts, more people in your pipeline. What word do you guys use for the top of the funnel? You have to bring in new leads. You have to say, hey, traffic out there, come at least step in my store. Come and at least join my group. Come and at least be my friend. Come on my playground, whatever your playground is. And every single week, you must bring in new faces, leads. The second part of the funnel is you have to just get into the conversation. You have to get into this conversation with this new lead to discover, hey, why are you here? Hey, how can I help? Now imagine, guys, they're walking into your store. They're walking onto your Facebook profile. They're joining your group. If you go into Maurice's, I used to love to shop at Maurice's, and you walk into Maurice's and they managed to get me as a lead. I came into the store and the girl was, hey, how are you doing? How can I help? Is there anything specific you're looking for? And I say, oh, yeah, actually, I have a retreat. I have a retreat. I'm looking for a Tiffany's blue dress. I need a white dress. I need a black dress. Can you help? That girl's working now the middle of the funnel. She's talking to her new lead. She's discovering the need. When you guys do it in Facebook groups, when you do it at an event, at a party, on your personal profile, you must get into the middle of the funnel, the conversation. Okay? It can happen automated, it can happen in person, it can happen through Messenger. And then last, we need to close. So we've got to bring in new leads. We've got to talk to these leads, right? We got to figure out how can I help, get them the right information, and then say, hey, I showed you the blue dress. What do you think? Hey, you looked at blue, you looked at black. Which one are you going to go for? And you have to close the sale. Leads to conversation to close. And how you converse, how do I converse with you guys? My favorite way, live video. Okay. Julie Carpenter, you are our winner for today. For your question about video, what do I think about video? Should I use video? Absolutely. How am I going to use video? What is the strategy, right? Julie says, what are your thoughts on videos? Sharing what you do and offering. That's my key strategy. Get on the video, create the KLT, know, like, and trust factor, because it's the best thing we can do compared to how we used to do in person. Traffic comes in, become leads. We start talking to the people. I talk to you this way. I see, hey, here's Amy. Here's Cynthia. I'm asking questions, right? 20% is so cake. Then I close. And I say, Cynthia, listen, you came into my store. You walked into the Walmart. You told me you need some protein. I showed you some protein. I asked you what you're looking for. We got into the conversation. I gave you some choices. You ready to go for it? And she's like, never mind. You don't have the protein I want. And I'm not like, wait. Let me somehow convince you that you should have whey protein when you're a vegan. No, we don't do that. We say, okay, cool. Not interested, not a good fit. Or she's like, yeah, actually, I'm ready to buy it right now. Cool, customer. Actually, I'm ready to buy it, but I need to wait for my paycheck. Cool, follow up. Leads to conversation to close. It happened in Morning Glory when we signed up clients. We have to get in front of new faces. We have to find out, how can I help? Oh, you have a mom and dad who needs care at home? What kind of care? Cool, that's what we do. Here's our rates, right? Leads to conversation to close. If you guys are struggling in the 20%, that is my favorite. I love to teach strategy. I love tactical. I love how to do a party, how to do a Facebook group, how to automate the steps. If you're stuck in the 80%, I'm not mad at you. You and everybody else. Ignite Your Impact is going to be working with you guys on the mindset, on the leadership skills, on how not to be a manager, on how to elevate your message, on how to lead not just down, but up and side, on the systems and strategies and mentality and mindset that you must have in order to make a massive impact. Ignite Your Impact virtual retreat. Let's work on the 80%. Okay. 20%, if you are the 20%, you're like, I got the mindset, I've had my breakthrough, I know I'm called for more, I'm going for it, then plug into class. Then come to lead generation automation at 11 o'clock today. Then come into inside of Impact Makers. Then come into Action Takers. Then come into Evergreen X, because you're actually going to use what we're teaching you. If you're stuck in the mindset or you need a reminder and you are in those classes, type in Ignite in the comments below, Ignite, because I want to make sure to invite you into Ignite Your Impact virtual retreat. It is going to be fire. It is going to be Tiffany's theme. We're going to have pre-sale tickets, and it is a retreat where you cry. It is a retreat where you drink a lot of truth serum. It is a retreat where you have your breakthrough, okay? If you're ready for more and you're ready to stop doing all the excuses that have held you back, and you're ready to start doing only the things that matter most. I didn't even talk about reels. I didn't talk about vanity metrics. I didn't even talk about having a ring light. I said, start doing the key things. Fill your pipeline. Get into more conversations with that pipeline and ask more people to buy. Ask more people to join, even when it's messy, even when it's imperfect, then we're ready for you. Okay. Julie Carpenter, congrats. Please message me or look at the pinned comment on this video. Message over to win your prize. You guys, if you're ready, if you're past the stopping point, you're past letting everything hold you back, I'll go into some automation. I'll go into some lead gen. Let's go have some fun. 11 o'clock, I'm going to be sitting down in teacher mode, okay? 3 days this week of automation, lead gen, technology, moving forward, tactical. If you're not yet decided and you're like, I don't even know if I want to do this thing, I get it. Come to Ignite Your Impact Leadership Retreat. Let us expand your vision. Let us open up for you like other people have for me. Hey, you're made for more. Why aren't you teaching people this? Why aren't you speaking out? Why aren't you showing up on camera? Because it's scary. All right. Thanks for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you 11 o'clock today, free, right inside Social Sales School. And then Ignite Your Impact tickets will be coming out. Hopefully this week we'll send out the form. So put Ignite if you want that. All right, you guys, that's it. Bye for now.